What's going on, guys? Salute! Welcome back to Country Bunkers Trains. Hope you're doing well, having a good week. We've got some really cool cars to check out in today's video that we recently just got back here to the train room. Thought some of you might enjoy seeing these cars and what they're all about. Some of you may recall these cars from a recent video, our Your Call video we did a little while back. I'll post a link in the description below if you missed that video. But yeah, we picked these cars up at this spring York show this past spring. Picked up these three beautiful Lionel 66-foot mill gondolas. Some real beautiful cars, and right up my alley. Big, massive rolling stock. I have to admit though, as cool as these cars are, they are kind of rather boring. They're just big, monstrous gondolas that aren't carrying any loads. They don't have any extravagant paint jobs on them or anything like that. Besides the fact of them having such a stately and massive appearance on the layout, that's really it. And I wanted to change that. And that's where our local friend Tom enters the picture. Tom has become quite well known and popular amongst us local guys that frequent the shop, Roundhouse South Trains, for doing some great custom work to his own personal rolling stock. Tom does some incredible stuff with his cars. Installing, custom weathering, decals and logos, installing loads in cars, swapping out trucks, swapping out couplers for Katy couplers, the whole 9 yards. Just really impressive stuff. And I reached out to Tom and asked him if he'd be willing to work some of his magic on these cars, and Tom was gracious enough to take them on. I'm very thankful. You guys can find Tom here on YouTube at 3-Rail-Tom, or you can find him on Instagram at 3RailTom. Tom's not super active here on YouTube, but he is pretty active over on Instagram. He's got some really cool stuff y'all should go check out. Without further ado, let's see the magic Tom was able to perform on these cars. Check these things out. Oh, these things are sick. I love them. Much, much better and way cooler than when they originally showed up here into the train room. I can't say enough about these cars, man. These things look spectacular. Along the way, while Tom was working on these cars, he was asking me along each step what I wanted done, what I wanted here, what I wanted there. Eventually, I told Tom, I says, hey, man, I trust you. Consider these blank canvases. Do whatever you want to them. And I am not disappointed by any means. Tom, I can't thank you enough, my man. These things are extraordinary. Let's start out with the Conrail car. This was the one car I did have a request on. I really didn't want to have much graffiti or signage on this car. I just wanted it to look like a heavily used and abused car. And Tom captured that perfectly. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but just like the other cars, the trucks and couplers were removed and received weathering along with the car itself. All cars have their own very rusty scrap metal loads, and they just look beautiful all together lined up. Next car up is our first BNSF car. This car actually came from Lionel with graffiti already applied or installed on the car. Tom was going to have a hard time trying to match or mimic this style of graffiti, so we decided to pretty much leave that alone. He added a couple little small tags here and there, but for the most part it retains its original graffiti. Just received the scrap metal load and the light weathering on the trucks and throughout the car itself. And then we get to my favorite, the second BNSF car. Tom went to town on this one with all kinds of personable and inside joke type graffiti all over this car. I absolutely love it. Of course, my favorite is the huge CBT, Country Bunkers Trains, and RHS, my favorite place in the world, Roundhouse South graffiti, all down the one side. How cool is that? Like I say, absolutely love it. Also love all the little personable touches here and there throughout the entire car. Tom was also kind enough to send a time lapse of the cars getting done up. I thought this was really cool. He had my cars in a lineup with several of his own personal gondolas that he was doing for himself. tell you already, you know we're in trouble, right? Now that we have these, we're gonna have to get more. Can't just have 3 weathered and graffitied cars. Tom, I do believe I'll be hitting you up in the future trying to get some more. Hell, eventually maybe even getting an engine to have a complete weathered, graffitied, and run-down train. How cool would that be? And if you guys might be interested in picking up some weathered cars, Tom informs me he's open to working on other people's stuff. You can find Tom here on social media, like I say, Instagram, or here on YouTube, and he can work on getting a quote together for you to see if it's something you might be interested in. And hell, even if you don't have a car in mind of your own that you might be interested in having done, even better. Tony over at Roundhouse South is teaming up with Tom and is going to start carrying a small line of weathered and graffitied cars in stock at the store. They'll be available locally as well as on the website, roundhousesouth.com. Here's a quick sneak peek of one of the very first cars that'll be offered in the store and on the website. This is an Atlas O 3-rail family line system boxcar. This is one of a handful of cars that Tom recently took home the other week to weather up and get done up for the store. You'll be able to see these on the website and in the store hopefully within a few upcoming weeks. Keep your eyes out for them. Some really cool stuff. And speaking of the website, Tony has been really hard at work, but has finally relaunched the new website for the store just the other week. He's been hard at work revamping, redoing, and updating the old website, making it a lot easier to navigate and find stuff and search for stuff you might be looking for. Along with that, he's been updating and is up to date by the day inventory levels and what's currently in stock and what's not in stock. That way everything is correct. Definitely go check it out. I'll post a link in the description below. Hell, you never know. You might find something you just have to have while checking it out as well. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Some really cool and unique cars here in the train room. I love the hell out of them. I think they're cool as hell. Tom, once again, I cannot thank you enough, my man. I thoroughly enjoy them and hope to get some more from you soon in the future. Hopefully we can build one hell of a train. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video on these new cars. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It would be much appreciated. I'm going to leave you guys with a couple shots of these roaming around the layouts. I hope you enjoy. Anyways, guys, until next time, as always, my name is Zach, and this is Country Bunkers Trains. Y'all take care. I'll see you the next go-round.